Hey guys, AJ Atkins, Dawn Equipment. Wanted to do a quick walk around one of our BDO 60s, blacked on one, 60-foot, 24-row toolbar that we're setting up here in north central Indiana today. It's a nice, beautiful day for it, windy. But we'll do a quick walk around on the toolbar, the frame itself. A lot of times we do videos of the row units that we offer, the different styles, what the row unit does. A lot of guys don't realize that we're actually building these frames in-house. So a lot of times we would sell units in the past and we put it on somebody else's toolbar, and a guy breaks the toolbar or the toolbar, we start having issues and the blame comes back on Dawn Equipment. Well, it's just our row unit. Here in the last 6 years, we've been building these frames in-house. So this is a front fold style frame. We do these 24-row and 16-row configurations on 30-inch and 22-inch rows. And we also do the Dawn DMT, so that would be the Dawn mounted toolbar, a 3-point style mount. That would go back on the 3-point, and that would be in the 12-row, 8-row, 6-row configurations. So we do all that in-house now. We're no longer relying on somebody else's toolbar, somebody else's frame. It's all Dawn now. So I want to do a quick walk around on this setup. Again, this is a BDO. This is our 24-row. This is set up on a New Holland. They've got a T9. It's set up with a bull pull hitch, so that's standard. It'll be a Cat 5 or a Cat 4, Cat 3 style hitch, so we can get it hooked up to a lot of different configurations. We've got the front cylinder here, so this is actually going to adjust the pitch on the row units on the toolbar overall. So a lot of our row units, that Coulter style design or it's a knife style design, whichever row unit you decide to go with, pitch is very critical when we look at the toolbar frame. We want to make sure that toolbar is pitched correctly and the toolbar, the row unit itself is level. We do all that with the cylinder up here on the front. We've got a nice gauge on there, so it goes from 1 to 19. And that's an indicator, so when you're in the cab looking back at this gauge, that you can get it dialed in. This one we've been running between 3 to 5 to really get it dialed in. So when we get to the field, we get everything unfolded, we get the toolbar unfolded in the ground, we know that it's going to be pitched correctly, and you can adjust all that from the cab with the hydraulic SCV. Nice and convenient, makes life a lot easier. We've got little things that are on this. We've got this a bracket that holds all of our electrical connectors with a spring built into it. So it holds electrical connections. We can run hydraulic lines through that and keep everything up away from the hitch, away from the pivot point itself. So as we go on back, you can see this one is set up with a fertilized system. This will be a dry fertilized system. That'll be a 9-ton meter, so we build that in-house. It's actually a Montag base meter that is built into it, and everything from the base of the meter up is welded, and we do all that in Milwaukee. So we'll do a quick little walk around on that. We've got a nice catwalk here, so when you get out of the cab, you don't have to walk all the way around to the back. You can walk up here and check. Jump up on the catwalk, walk up here, and you can see it's got an electric tarp that I can roll, unroll. And again, that'll hold 9-ton capacity in this. We've got a nice clean out. If worse comes to worse, and you've got some bad fertilizer in there that we can't feed through the system, we've got a nice, simple way to clean everything out, push it out there. We've got a Crary fan on the front of this one. That'll be standard on the 24-row, and I believe the 16-row high output configuration. So this one is set up to be able to do 800 pounds at 5 miles per hour is the max output on this. And again, once we get into typical operating speed with these row units, we'll be in that 8 to 10 mile per hour range in the spring. So we can still easily hit that 500-600 pound target if that's what we're shooting for that day. So again, simple things on the toolbar. We do have the draft arm. It is adjustable, so this is nice. Guys, these are doing high-speed tillage with this, so these toolbars are going to flex, they're going to wear over time, and that is taken into account. So we've actually got an ability to be able to adjust the draft arm once the wings start to kind of pull, and once everything settles in, it's not a fixed arm that's stuck on there. We can actually do some adjustment to get that really dialed in. So we'll go around and kind of look at the toolbar itself, the frame. We've got the raise lower. One nice thing we've added on these is a spot, this rail right here is a spot where we can put our whisker switch. So if you're using the raise lower and you want to turn your fertilize system on or off, and you're looking for an implement switch, that rail, we can fit 5 to 6 different switches on there, different configurations, whatever you're running. Nice, easy place to put that on. and set it right on top of there. This will be our raised lower cylinder. We've got a stand here in the back, so when we're in transport, when we're folding the system up and storing it for the end of the season, that toolbar will raise all the way up, and then we'll flip that stand up so that we can actually lock it. It's a nice convenient. It just flips right up by hand, so it's an easy way to do that. You can see our tires, our transport tires that we're using. These are 22.5-inch wide tires, so it gives us a high flotation when we've got that 9-ton capacity on there. We're really distributing that weight very well across the toolbar. This toolbar is set up with wing weight transfer. You can see that cylinder right there above me. So the cylinder right here is going to be our wing weight transfer that is standard on all of our BDO toolbars. So we'll set that either from the cab on the Gen 5 systems, or we'll set it from a valve in the back, and you can turn it on and off from the cab in a box with a switch in there. We've got it set right now at 2,000 PSI, so that because we're getting ready to fill this fertilized system with 9 tons. So that 2,000 PSI in the cylinder is going to take the weight from the center frame and move it to the outside wings, so we get nice and level across the entire toolbar. Row 1 to row 24 are all going to be the same height. It's not going to be smiling at you because we've got so much weight in front of this box. It's going to be pushing it down. We've moved and distributed that weight across the system. So we go down the front of the toolbar. You can see our fertilized hoses that we're using. We're running these steel lines down through here. Makes it a nice, convenient, easy way to route the hoses. Keeps everything out of the way. Here on the end, so this will be our claw that we use. So when we get the toolbar folded up, it's going to reach out and grab the other side and pull it. So it does two things. When we're on soft soil, like what we're in today, kind of a sandier soil, it's going to allow us to be able to fold that up, catch the other wing, pull it in there, and then also in transport, it's going to help take the weight of the row unit off the frame and suck the frame together. So it's going to make it a nice and convenient system, a nice convenient way of transporting. These have our Pluribus row unit, so this is our airbag style row unit. So this is the same one a lot of guys use familiar with. We've got the airbag, and then we've got the row cleaner down pressure control. Basic, very simple, no electronics on this system. These guys are wanting to get out and get some acres covered and not have a lot of sensors, a lot of technology built into it. They want to be able to throw multiple guys in the cab and know that they can get the job done. So this one, you can see it's a nice clean way of running our fertilizer hoses. We're running it down the tube and down the frame itself, dropping this short section down into our row unit. So we're actually dropping it down straight into the row unit, and it's actually just going to blow it right down into between the coulters where we're running. So we're going to blend it through the entire profile today. So this is just a quick walk around, quick view of everything going on. This is the back side of the toolbar. Obviously, we can get in here and look at some of the gauges. So this system, we've got set with gauges on the back. We've got our system pressure gauge back here. We've got wing weight transfer. Everything's labeled right here. So we're running 2,000 PSI on wing weight transfer right now with toolbar raised. We've got our control box. So everything's nice, located tight right here. This is a waterproof, weatherproof toolbox, so we're not going to have to worry about anything in there. That's where we'll run all of our electronics, all of our diagnostic systems. We've got a manifold, hydraulic manifold. One simple manifold sits right here. It's got gas struts so that it'll flip the box up. It's not going to bang and hit you in the head when you're working on it. We got in there this morning just to set the wing weight transfer and to dial in the fold unfold sequence, because we don't know what tractor it's going to be on. We don't know what kind of hydraulic flow that we're going to get from that tractor, so we typically do that in the field. Once we get everything set, once we get everything adjusted on that tractor, like I said, it's on that T9. So with his hydraulic flow that he had, we adjusted that valve, locked everything up, and he should be good to go for the season. So again, this is the setup that we've been running. This will be our airbag unit. You can see these units have a paddle wheel built into them. So when they're going in the ground, it's going to make it nice. It's going to be very similar to like a rolling basket on a harrow or something. So running through, it's going to leave a nice flat strip. We'll get some video of that a little bit later. Moving on down, we'll see our air compressor. So again, this air compressor we actually designed, built in-house. It's hydraulic controlled, and all that is done from the cab. We're doing all the adjustment there. So this will be our hydraulic compressor. It's going to run our airbags. It's going to run the row cleaners, everything on the toolbar there that we need. And that's all being controlled through our Power Beyond, and is also controlling our fertilize system. Again, that's the fertilize system. We've got that Prairie fan on the front of it. As we go, move on down, we look at our transport tires. We've got those indicators, so if you get something loosening up, you're going to see that. Very nice feature. Another nice feature on all of our BDOs is our routing, hose routing. So if you're running cable through here, so they've ran some cables because, as you can see up here, they are running a globe up on top of that for implement guidance. They've ran all that down the draft arm. It's a nice, clean way of doing it. We're not running fish tape down the arm anymore. So we've got that on there that unbolts, and you can just sit there and run cables all the way down that line. Makes it nice and convenient. Just some really nice features that we have. One of the biggest things that sets us apart, all of our pivot points that we have on these. So this big pivot point back here that we're looking at, all of that is welded, and we actually line bore that in Milwaukee. So it's a nice, tight, precise fit. These are high speed, as I said earlier, these are high speed toolbars. We're going anywhere from 6 inches to 6.5 inches in the ground at 8 to 10 miles per hour. It's going to take a lot of stress, and that's what these toolbars are built for. So we've got adjustment in a lot of the toolbar. In that, all that line boring is a nice, precise fit, and we run that chrome-plated pivot pin in there so that we're not going to have issues, even on the 24 row, some of the bigger frames. Again, this is a nice little walk around, just seeing, this is actually what is raising and lowering on the toolbar. We've got a cylinder on each side of that main frame. We've got all of our hose routing is nice, clean, easy access here. And again, this is the other side of the catwalk that we can get on. We've got our lock mechanism. So built in here, there's a lock that's actually a hook that is hooking on, and it's got this the flag that's built into it, just a flag pole. So when we lock, it's going to be down. When he unlocks from the cab, hits a switch, that indicator is going to be pointed up, and he's going to know that he's unlocked and he can unfold at that point. So we just keep going down. We've got the hose holder, all of our electrical cables, nice and tight plugged in here. We keep going down, and we've got all the different, just the ways to be able to route the hose, be able to route the cable itself. They have their rate controller. We've got a spot to get that plugged in. Bolts on there, nice and tight. We can run all the harnesses back up to the cab. Again, we're going to have some video of this out in the field later today. Just want to do a quick walk around on our toolbar frames and kind of what sets our toolbars apart from others on the market. Again, this is one of the heaviest toolbars built on the market. It's built for strip till. It's not built just to throw 250-pound planter row units on. It's built to run 550 to 850-pound row units, and to be able to do that 6 inches deep at 10 miles an hour. So it's built very heavy. Again, we've been had these out in the field for 6 years now, and we're starting to see more and more interest in that bigger frame, that 60-foot toolbar frame, and even down to a 40-foot toolbar frame. So yeah, that's a quick walk around. Any questions, definitely, guys, please reach out to us. 815-899-8000 is the office number. Feel free to reach out with any questions, and if you're interested in demo, we're doing demos right now, so reach out. We've got a 4-row, we have a 6-row toolbar. Unfortunately, the 60-foot toolbar does not fit on my gooseneck trailer, so we're not going to be able to do that demo anytime soon, but don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks, guys.